Hey guys, we're out here in Colorado. We're right outside the PFI Speed headquarters. That right there that you hear, that's Hondaroo. They're able to squeeze the hatchback in for some tuning today. We haven't raced out here with the car successfully in Denver at all. So with a quick retune from Brent, we might be able to do well. Listen. The car up on the dyno, we did end up swapping our wheels out. These are the wheels we normally run up front. These are 17.9 by Koenig. Put the rears up front. Look at the big difference here. So when we put these wheels on, we were really just trying to exploit how wide our front end is, and there you can really get a good idea. How many cars are you bringing out there? You're bringing yours?
I'm either bringing mine.
That neon's yours,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I'm either bringing my neon or I'm bringing my Civic, whichever one runs.
Nice.
So the neon started giving me fits this morning. It just gets scared when it gets right here.
Isn't that how it works?
It is.
All right, Brent's getting ready to start it up. This whole time they're trying to convince me to go more horsepower, E85. He's saying that we can make it a monster otherwise. We'll just see what it does now. Hopefully it holds together.
Yeah, I just built that yesterday.
That's nuts. You know what? Because it's black, I couldn't tell what was going on in here. Now that I see it's like really big. Yeah, that's what's up, dude. Is he trying to run it this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get some love.
How knocked out of it the timing is.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just the pump gas.
I was actually loaded. Yeah, now you can see the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, because when it's spinning, it just pulls right through it smooth.
Yeah.
When it's loaded, you see all the little timing bits. I want to mount it on my roof. Of your car? Yeah.
All we did was screw around reloading it.
Yeah, it took an hour to make an extra 50.
That's all it takes is an hour. I'll wait every time.
Right. That's what's up.
Now you can shoot.
That's loud on podcast.
So,
Quick, get out of the computer fast before it knows.
Yeah.
all right, now you can go run a personal best.
Yeah. Let's see. Thanks, man.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Woke her up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So what was going on in initially on that when it wasn't? It seemed like it was on lit mode.
I just
We
had to
re-uploaded.
I re-uploaded again.
It's like third time's a charm on the upload.
Wow.
Yeah, I just kept
So
sending the
three
file.
Okay.
And then we changed the rev limit and sent it, and it shut it off. And then we just resent it a couple times, and it started back up fine.
Yeah, that was it. And then I sent the file again, and it cleaned up or whatever. And then he was like, "Oh, did you fix that rev limiter spot?" I was like, "Oh yeah." So he fixed that, and then it
shut
stalled.
off, yeah.
So then I uploaded it twice again, and then it.
Picture or something.
Did you send me the picture? Did you send
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have your own things and swipe up. Keep
Did you send that to me?
All right, we got one more day till IDRC, and we started prepping some of the car, and we had like a buttload of t-shirts that we had folded today, a couple of hundred of them. But while prepping the car, I noticed that our titanium pipe got a crack in it. Right down one of these welds, the pipe is cracking apart. Titanium is known under vibration to do these things, so this isn't anything that we shouldn't expect, especially since that the exhaust is coming out and hitting this at an angle. So what we're going to do is, being that it's Memorial Weekend, there's not a lot of guys that are available. A lot of guys are on vacation or just off, and it is also a weekend. So I couldn't get any help finding somebody that has titanium rod or that can make us a steel downpipe or an up pipe. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to JB weld this. Seeing where it was and how much is cracked already, I don't know that it's gonna last the entire event if I left it. All right, we're back from the parts store. I got a variety of things, and I'm working remotely, and I haven't done this in quite some time. Also, I haven't repaired an exhaust like this that I can remember ever. You know, if there was an issue with my exhaust, I would just have it fixed. I'd just have it welded. But being remote and being that this is titanium, that leaves us in a position where we're just gonna have to figure things out. And so I really didn't do any online search to see what people were doing to repair this, just because it's something I've never really considered, just because we would just fix them. So I got a couple of things here, and we'll see how well they worked out. So initially I was thinking, you know, JB weld, that was probably something that could work, but it looks like there is an item here that's made specifically for application. I initially thought I was going to get some JB weld, and I was going to wrap it with this, and then these bands here would kind of help keep the two pieces together to keep it from like falling off. But it looks like, you know, that's exactly what they do here. But I am probably going to wrap it anyways because I just want it to look good. Also, while I was there, they had this right in line with the rest of the exhaust stuff. Now, EFs, they're very tight inside the bay, and we did everything we possibly could to make sure that everything on this car was made for the application. So here you'll see our wastegate and how close it is to our overflow. So I'm going to wrap it with that heat shield that will help eliminate or help dissipate some of the heat that gets transferred into this the aluminum canister here. Oh man, you could really see the damage underneath here, if you're able to see that. So what looked like a hairline crack from the top, which is what we saw from the top, I pulled it off, and look at what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of vibration on this turbo, and of course in the weight, you know, banging, pulling down on it, and then the exhaust blowing right out from that bend. You know, this was kind of bound to happen. We got the pipe prepped. According to the instructions, they want you to start out doing a couple of things. They want you to put a 1/16 drill hole at the end of each crack. Okay, then they want you to sand down the affected area, and then they also supply you with an alcohol pad so you can clean up the sanded area. It's like mixing this stuff isn't the easiest stuff to work with. I've used something like this, very similar, where it's for plastics. It's got this gritty material that gets mixed in with some type of epoxy, and that's kind of the same situation here. So it doesn't really go on like an epoxy. It's, you know, like look right here, I don't know the better word to it, but it kind of coagulates like that and it kind of rolls off. It does come with its own little fiberglass mesh is what it says, and you saw me, I split it in half to be able to cover the entire area. Then according to the directions, it needs to sit for at least 24 hours, but it does have some contingencies to raise the temperature up, and it says that we could use the vehicle. So what I'll end up doing is bolting it back on the turbo. So we'll let it run, we'll let it run to idle, we'll let it sit there about 15 minutes, we'll let it cool down, and then I think it could be hard enough. We could test it. They said if we like can scrape it with our thumb, and if it doesn't dent the material, then it's good to go. Then we'll go ahead and add in our heat wrap around it. It didn't come out too bad. I like it. Looks good. Looks cool. It did hang off the edge here a little bit, so I just took this blade right here and just kind of went along the weld here, and you can see how straight it was. Looks like I got a little wrinkly right here, but that's on the bottom, and looks like I'm able to work it out anyways. All right, guys, we're here, Bannerman. We're set up. We got the car on its wheels. We're about ready to tech in. My wife's right back there. You guys remember her from How to Yard Like a Girl. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Okay, we got all our popular series shirts out here, and we got our new Hush Up and Race style too. Okay, this is the wife. Check out.
1250. He's gonna
check out our new bling.
Yeah. A lot of participants enjoy it.
We were able to make a pass. I forgot to turn on the GoPro, so I missed it. So right now the exhaust is holding up, but I wouldn't be upset at them if it didn't stick to titanium. It is an exotic metal. So you can see, if you can barely see, it does move a little bit, and it looks like that the wrap is the only thing that's keeping it on. I didn't get to test the car previously, so we're just going to test it here and see how we do.
What? Oh, wow.
Is that last?
I mean, I don't hate it.
You wouldn't have it?
No, I don't mind it.
We have a Subaru. Oh, hey, you might check. What's up, bird? Looks like you're gonna fly. Because you went 11 and 5, and it looked like you let way out. Oh, I did, because they told me I can't go past 1099 here. I guess I need a scatter shield over the truck for 1099. Or is that true here at this truck?
I would just do it and get kicked out.
All right, finished that pass, 1150, 124. I could have done better. I missed third. Man, I got one more chance to get this full send, last one. Guys, PFI came up, they staged me, they gave me some pointers. We're gonna try it out. Dudes are totally cool. Sorry guys, I didn't get to end the video like I wanted to. I didn't get as much footage as I wanted to as well. So I'm gonna give you a little heads up on what happened at the track. The car was teched for 11s. 1099 or lower require a little bit more safety equipment than we had on the vehicle, which I thought we had squared away, but somehow I missed that this whole time. We still need a scatter shield, and they would like us to have a window net. We weren't able to race the car faster than 11s, and so we didn't get to really maximize our tune that Brent did for us at PFI. We ended up doing 1150, letting off at the 1,000 foot, ending with 1150 at 101 miles an hour. We ended up doing 101 in the 8th. I think that's pretty amazing. We did a 1760 foot. We bogged off the line. They set us back up. We went back out for our second run. Guys at PFI were willing to help us out on that second one. We went to go hard for it, and I ended up missing third. Still did 1150. I think that was pretty good. You know, we were encouraged by some of the fans and other people out there just to send it, but really these track officials are literally looking out to save our lives. And it could have saved my life not being able to get my third pass. However, I think this is pretty interesting. I ran out of gas in my truck, and I don't know if this is funny or not, but this isn't the first time I've done this. I've done this leaving the IBOC meet a couple of years ago. And you'd think I'd be smart enough to bring a spare gas can. But this is great why we have our street car. The first time when I ran out of gas, well, I just unloaded the car, drove into town, got some more gas. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to do that again. The car is nearly full of fuel. The only thing I have to do now is I gotta change the slicks off. We got lazy at the track, and I gotta put the street wheels on. One thing that didn't work out was our the exhaust stuff here. You could see that basically the only thing that's holding it on now is this guy. So we got about another 20 miles to get into town to get some fuel for this, but hopefully this works out. Is now unloaded. We're gonna pack it out so we can put the street wheels on. Or Koenig hypograms. Thank you, Koenig. Appreciate it. This is that street tune life. Uh-oh, start. There we go. All right. Thank you, Brent, for the great street tune. All right, we're gonna warm this guy up and back it out. Some people ask why 91? Well, I think this is a great reason why 91. Wheels are on, gas can, tripod, never waste a good tragedy. We're gonna load this up and drive somewhere over there in the direction that the nearest town is in to get some gas for both the truck, and then we'll fill this up while we're there so we can get back. So funny, man. Guys, we made it. We're gonna fill up the race car first so we can make it back to the truck. We're gonna fill up the truck, we're gonna head back. The car handled great. Start getting a little sooty up here, but then I think it was just unburned fuel that was collecting on the glass, but it seemed to be working out. Remember, our exhaust is only held together by this guy here, and it's working out just fine. We got about 15 miles yet to go to make it back, and we got to do it before the sun comes up because I am missing a headlight here, and sometimes my taillights don't work either. This land is beautiful. Look at this. Look at that sunset. I'm glad I'm able to share that, guys, with you. The street car, 91 pump gas car, saves the day once again. Hey guys, thank you again for checking out the channel. Make sure to subscribe. Hey guys, we got some great t-shirts that help support the channel. This is our Hush Up and Race logo t-shirts. Make sure to check out our sister channel, VTech Academy. Make sure to check out our website at hushperformance.com. And again, happy tuning.